Hello from the Eifel region, and welcome to a brand new trail video. Today we're exploring the Pottery Trail in the charming town of Speicher. Our hike begins and ends at the historic market square in the heart of Speicher. Let's get started. Unfortunately, the trail we've chosen for today isn't the most varied or exciting one we've hiked, but judge for yourselves. That's also why today's video will be a shorter one than usual. The only real challenge today was the heat. Apart from that, the route was mostly flat and led us through a managed forest for most of the hike. There weren't many changes in scenery or notable landmarks along the way, so the walk felt fairly straightforward from start to finish. Still, not every trail has to be spectacular. Sometimes it's simply about getting outside, enjoying nature, and spending a few peaceful hours on the trail. So come along and see what the Pottery Trail near Speicher has to offer. After leaving Speicher, we followed the trail through the forest. To be honest, the only real highlight along the way was the impressive number of wood ants and a slow worm we encountered. The large anthills could be seen in several places and were far more interesting than most of the scenery on this section of the route. As for why this route is called the Pottery Trail, I couldn't really tell from the hike itself. There were no visible traces of pottery production or Roman history along the way. Around 100 AD, the Romans began producing pottery in the area between Speicher and her forest. Thanks to the rich clay deposits found here, a large industrial complex developed with more than 100 kilns used to fire pottery and roof tiles. The region became especially known for its red-flamed terra sigillata ceramics, which were traded far beyond the local area. When the Romans were driven out by the Franks in the early 5th century, pottery production came to an abrupt end. It would take roughly 500 years before ceramic manufacturing returned to Speicher. Today, only a single company remains, producing artistic stoneware ceramics and continuing a tradition that stretches back nearly 2,000 years. The Pottery Trail passes through the very forest where Roman workshops and kilns once stood. Archaeological excavations have uncovered several kilns, along with large quantities of pottery and tiles. Some of these kilns were even found with finished products still inside, leading historians to believe that the Romans abandoned the area in great haste around the year 410 as Frankish tribes advanced into the region. Despite this fascinating history, I personally couldn't spot any excavation sites, ruins, information boards, or other visible reminders of the Roman pottery industry while walking the trail. So, unless you already know the story behind the name, it's easy to miss the historical significance of this area altogether. And with that, we come to the end of this rather uneventful trail. Thanks for joining us today. Until next time, bye-bye, take care, and happy trails.